prices of goods and services, especially the fuel tax. Any good and service that is capable of being transported, we increase their prices with the increment of 12. And in slide number 12, we have the green color showing the total revenue, and the light green color, that is the dark green color, light green color showing expenditure and net lending as a percentage of GDP. And as much as I appreciate that there's a decline of in deficit to GDP ratio, I would like to know why we are spending what we don't have. By the rule of Nemodat Code non-habet rule in commercial law, it states that you cannot spend what you don't have. And clearly, what we are seeing here is that we are spending what we don't have. So kindly explain to me that. Number 2, on slide 29, we have a projection of our revenue in 2023-2024 to be approximately 2.571 trillion. I also would like you to explain to me, Director, why this projection is an increment in revenue with the current situation where we are increasing taxes. And you know, if you increase taxes, literally, you are increasing prices of goods and services, especially the fuel tax. Any good and service that is capable of being transported, we increase their prices. With the increment of prices, will literally lead to a decrease in demand. Therefore, going by the demand and supply, there is a likelihood not to collect more revenue. Then number 2, how do we expect again to collect more in the projected years, that is 23-24 and 24-25, yet we are participating in what we call the brain drain. If we take our labor from the country to other countries to get jobs in other countries, we get our people to give them jobs in other countries, having spent the resources to train them in our country. That is what we call the brain drain. And you know that the moment we take labor from our country to other countries, we are creating a deficit for labor in our country and high demand for labor in our country. With high demand for labor in our country, literally the cost of production will go high. With the increment in cost of production, we expect the cost of goods and services to go up. So how do we collect more revenue with those two in mind?
Thank you very much. Dr. Babu Owino is an actuarial scientist and a lawyer. So I hope you have gotten his English correctly. Honorable Makarimuru.
Yes, we are increasing taxes. Yes, we are increasing charges. If we are not careful, we may not realize the revenue target. And that's a demonstration from slide number 10. That in the year ending June 2023, we missed all the major tax heads. Income tax went down, VAT went down, excise duty went down, import. The importers and the exporters are on the same side. Everybody's not doing well. The investors are not doing well, and even us as the citizens who are supposed to pay through our purchase, because if you don't have purchasing power, you want to try and see how you survive. That's why you see all the tax heads going down. And as I mentioned earlier, honorable members, is that we have missed the revenue target for the first quarter of financial year 23-24. And therefore, we need to sit back and ask ourselves, why did we miss the revenue targets for financial year 23-24? We all paid a lot of money from July based on the finance bills you have been able to pass, but we are short by about 70 billion. So we need to see how we move forward, but I'm also informed that the National Treasury and KRA are putting in place admin measures to be able to correct the revenue.